Good morning, guys. Eric Green here. Wanted to do a quick live for you guys. Hope you guys are having a great morning. And today I want to talk about this is one of my business partners' favorite subjects is sales funnels. Okay, and just kind of give you there's multiple different ways to build out sales funnels, but I want to give you sort of a general way that that we use quite a bit that, 100% flat out works if you sort of use this formula. And you have, if you can imagine a pyramid, right? If you can imagine a pyramid, you've got the top of the funnel, you've got the middle of the funnel, you've got a one-time offer, and then you got the main product offer, okay? So let's just start there, all right? And first of all, far and away, and this is 100% fact, the simplest sales funnels make the most money. Let me repeat that. The simplest sales funnels make the most money, right? It's ABC, all right? Attract traffic, build a list, and convert sales. Let me repeat that. ABC, attract traffic, build a list, and convert sales, all right? So before you even begin to put together a sales funnel, this is what I'm going to recommend that you do. You need to reverse engineer your own sales funnel. So we've heard the term begin with the end in mind, right? Begin with the end in mind. You have to know what is the destination, what is the end game of that sales funnel. So you have to begin with the end in mind. So what ultimately are you doing? You have to understand that before you start to build. There's nothing worse than spending time putting an entire sales funnel together and you don't really understand what you want to accomplish with that sales funnel. So you need to reverse engineer from the beginning. Begin with the end in mind, okay? So let's talk about the different phases of the funnel, right? So we're going to talk about phase one, which is attracting traffic, okay? How do you do that? There's so many ways to do that, right? One of the things that we teach is our content syndication strategies, okay? So this is a great way to attract traffic, right? And that is through putting out content to the marketplace, right? So giving value, right? So what we teach in our content syndication strategy course is basically how to do these Facebook Lives. Now I'm doing it on my timeline, but we would, and I need to go do it on our fan page, but you'd want to do it on your fan page. But to do these lives on your fan page, start building a following on your fan page, right? And then from there, you can syndicate that content. So you can take that, that same video, you can upload it to YouTube. You can take that and you can strip the audio and create a podcast. You can strip the text from the video and create a blog and all that good stuff. So there are a multitude of ways to attract traffic. That's phase one, okay, when putting together a sales funnel, okay? And you have to, there's three things, there's three R's, right? You have to always focus on. You have to focus on the right audience. So if you're going to build a sales funnel, whatever it is you're promoting or presenting, whatever your offer is, right? You have to have the right audience, to have the right medium, and you have to have, I think that's the three R's, the right audience, right medium, and I can't remember the last one. That's funny. But here's the thing. That's phase one, is attracting traffic. Number two is some sort of giveaway, some sort of, we call it a lead magnet. That's what sort of the term in the industry, a lead magnet, right? Something that prompts that prospect. So there's sort of, you're attracting traffic through actual content and getting value out to the marketplace. At some point in that, you're pushing them into some sort of a sales funnel, right? And in that sales funnel, the first thing that they're going to be offered is some sort of a giveaway, a sort of a lead magnet. It could be a cheat sheet. It could be a free video course. It could be a free PDF that you write up. It could be, you name it. It could be, it could be anything like that, right? It could be any sort of value-based giveaway that prompts that prospect to give you what you need. Now, the sales funnel may only need an email. You may only be trying to extract an email, right? Or you could be, trying to get a little bit more content. So maybe you want a phone number. Maybe your lead magnet is, if you put in your phone number, I'll text you some sort of value if you're really trying to get a phone number, right? But most of the lead magnets that we do, we're really only requiring an email, on those. But we do have others that obviously we're trying to get more information and more content. Those are more sort of niche based and more quality based. So it's not quantity that we're trying to get. It's more quality based type of funnel. Okay. So you have a lead magnet, right? That's phase 2, right? Now the first dollar is always the toughest to get, but once you get it, now you have a customer. Once you get it, you have a customer. Okay. Right. So at this point, you want a one-time offer, right? You want a one-time offer. Okay, this is phase 3, that one-time offer, right? That one-time offer may be, it could be whatever. It could be a 20-minute consult with you for $7. Hey, how, you're having some sort of success. Maybe that funnel is, hey, how I generated $1,422 last month. Here's a, whatever. Here's a 2-part video course where I talk about that. And then for $7, you can actually, that one-time offer, I'll get on the phone and actually have a 20-minute consult with you. Oh, okay. Wow. All right. So I'm driving traffic, I'm doing content, and someone goes to my sales funnel. I'm not talking copy here. You've got to kind of write the funnel up in a compelling way. But my offer is some sort of 2-part video series on how I earned $1,422 last month with a program that requires 0 recruiting, or whatever your pitch is, right? Or your offer. So then they give me an email because they want that 2-part video series. They want to learn, they want to know, how did you do it? What did you do? Okay, so you've got some value to share with me. They give you the email, right? Now, once they've done that, they go to a thank you page in the funnel. And thank you for requesting your free 2-part video series, blah, blah, blah. I'll be sending that to you via email, blah, blah, blah. And then right below that, you have that one-time offer, right? And that one-time offer is, maybe it's a video-based pitch, or you've written it out. And that one-time offer is, hey, wait a minute. I tell you what, I'm sending that to you. If you like what you see and you'd like a 20-minute one-on-one personal Zoom or a phone call or Skype call where I break it down to you or answer your questions over a 20-minute call, we can do that for $5, right? Now, here's the thing you got to understand with that one-time offer. What you're trying to do is take that prospect and move them from a prospect to a buyer, right? So a lower ticket sort of front end like that, it's more comfortable. It's not as much risk. If the funnel's done a good job, they see that you have value. They're very interested, and they're thinking, wow, for $5 I get 20 minutes, and I can really pick this person's brain and get some great information. Either way, it's completely worth taking the opportunity at $5. Okay, all right, and so you have that one-time offer. Now you've turned them into a customer, right? They've pulled out a credit card. They've bought something from you. Okay. So now you've made that connection, right? So maybe on that call, if you're doing a 20-minute or whatever, the next phase of the funnel is your main offer. So what is your main offer, right? That's sort of like if it's coaching, or if it's consulting, or if it's, hey, my main offer is I showed you how I made X amount of money in 30 days without recruiting. You paid the $5. We got on the phone. We kick it off. So my main offer is, if you join me in my particular program, I'm going to work with you specifically so I can get you to a point where you're able to duplicate or do what I've done. Okay. So that maybe is your main offer. Your main offer could be coaching. It just really depends on your funnel and depends on what you're trying to accomplish. Okay. Does that make sense? So those are the 4 phases, right, of this particular type of funnel, right? Again, you are attracting traffic through content. So you're putting value out to the marketplace. You've built a sales funnel, right? You've reverse engineered it before you've built it. You have the end in mind. You know what you're trying to accomplish at the end, right? You've got a basic front end page, or a lead, a capture page or a lead page, where your initial offer is a free lead magnet, where you're trying to pull in something, some kind of data. So typically an email, right? You're giving away something of value. Then it's going to a thank you page where you're letting them know that value is coming to them. And then you hit them with the one-time offer, whatever that one-time offer. And it's a low ticket one-time offer. Boom, low ticket. Here's what I'm going to do for you. oh, by the way, I've got this incredible offer here where you can actually spend 20 minutes on the phone or Skype with me or whatever for $5. Just go ahead and pay that and fill out the fill out the form. And I look forward to connecting with you and having our consultation. You do your consultation call. And this is just, I just made this idea here up in my head. I'm actually kind of liking it because I'm already thinking of like 2 or 3 funnels we can build out around it. But now you've got that consultation call, and from there you have a main offer. Now you may be able to hit them with the main offer as well. If you do the consult call, you can hit them with the main offer on the call. At the end of the call, you give them 20 minutes of value and say, hey, I'd like to share with you something I'm offering. Are you open to that? Sure. What is it? All right, well, if you do this, I'll do this, right? Here's my main offer, right? But you can also hit them with your follow-up emails on that main offer, right? You can hit them on that main offer with your follow-up emails. Like, hey, did you enjoy my free 2-part video series on how I made $1,442 last month without recruiting? Awesome. If you haven't set up your consultation call yet, check this out. Here's my one-time offer. Boom. They go and, oh, for $5 I get to do, 20-minute consult with this guy. All right, cool. Boom. By the way, here's my main offer. You know what I mean? So you have that follow-up series and follow-up sequence matching up with your funnel, okay, as well, right? So when you put all this together and you've done it correctly and you have a free-flowing funnel that's simple, you have the end in mind. And what is your end in mind? Your end in mind is, in this case, is new business partners. But you're doing it in a little bit different way, right? So you're doing it a little bit different than the person out there just pitching people into their deal. You're actually leveraging the internet. You're putting out value-based content. You're walking people through a sales funnel. You're giving them value up front. People are, in this scenario, people are actually paying you, right, to tell them what you have accomplished and how you accomplished it, and then allowing you to then pitch them your deal. They're giving you money and saying, come sell me your program. That's really what's happening. Yes, you're giving them value, but ultimately you're going to be able to pitch your program. So just think about that for a second. How unique is that? How different is that? Right? So if you're an XYZ company and everyone in XYZ company is talking about the very same thing, and you've got a sales funnel out there basically saying, you've got a hook with it saying, hey, here's how I made $1,442 in the month of June without recruiting a single person or whatever, right? And you can prove that. Now you have to be able to prove it. So don't make a claim you can't prove, right? Because that's going to establish credibility right away when you can actually show social proof of that. So now you have advertising, you're putting out content, and now you have a funnel designed, right, to basically flush out and find people who are serious, find people who are interested in what you've done and what you're doing, people actually pulling out a credit card for a one-time offer, people actually doing a 20-minute consult call with you because of that. They see the value in that. You giving them value and sharing basically how you did what you did, which in that whole how I did what I did and sharing my story is basically pitching your deal, right? And then at the end, you're able to pitch them your main offer, which is partnering with you and allowing you to help them duplicate and do what you did, right? Just think about that for a second. Just think about how powerful that is. Think about that. That's the difference online between all the reps out there in your company, pitching online the deal, everyone pitching the same thing, to now you being over here in the corner, completely different. You realize they don't even know what your deal is yet? They don't even know. In this sales funnel that I just thought of all really quickly, just doing this live, they don't even know what your deal is yet. They don't know anything. They are buying in. First of all, they're giving you their email for that free value. Then they're actually giving you, let's say I set it at $5 for that consult call. They're giving you $5 to speak to you. They don't even know what you did yet. They don't even know the program. They don't even know. They've bought into the fact that you've been able to make whatever your hook is, that amount of money by not recruiting. Now, in the free value that you send to them, you have to prove that. So, in that portion of it, if they give an email and you're doing a video that they're going to get, you have to prove that. You have to show them. So they're going to have some idea of what you do, right? But not total. Now, some of those people, again, will convert to that consult call for $20, for $5. Okay, boom. Now, those people are your very best prospects. Now imagine if you had the sales funnel built, you're running a Facebook ad, you're running some stuff on Instagram, you're putting out content, and let's say, who cares? Let's say you're just getting a couple of people a week that are buying, paying the $5 for the 20-minute consult. So 2 to 3 times a week, depending on your advertising, you literally have people paying you to spend 20 minutes on the phone with you to talk about how you did what you did and basically pitch your deal. That's the power of sales funnels. That's the power of leveraging the internet. That's the power of giving content and value and, doing things different than the pack, than the herd, being completely different, right? That's what is going to set you apart. And then, what's interesting? Let's say that you're in your deal and you get that 20-minute consult and they went through the funnel and they love your free video that you've done. And they get on the phone, they love you. And by the end, they're like, oh, wow, that's the company you're in? Oh, I've heard of that. I see that all over. I see that. Wow. Yeah, well, I definitely want to work with you. Yeah, I've looked at it. Looks interesting. You've been able to create success. You're telling me your main offer is that if I join with you, you're going to work with me and help me duplicate that success. 1,000%. I'm sold. I'm working with you. So that's the power, guys, of creating, proper sales funnels where you're walking a prospect, right? And the prospects that aren't immediately going through the funnel, some will never do anything. We know that, right? So the percentages will never do anything. Some will immediately go through and love your funnel, and go through the whole process, and they'll email, they'll get the offer, they'll do the one-time offer, the $5, they'll just be sold. I'm in. I want this whole thing enchilada at once. The others are going to get dripped on with your email campaign, and if you put that together properly, then you always have that running in the background. So the percentage of those people that are falling into your list will, with these follow-up emails, will spark their mind. They'll go back. They'll finally go, okay, well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do the $5 call, right? So you're going to get a percentage from there, right? But you have this thing running on autopilot now, right? And you can tweak it. You can kind of see what works. If you get some calls, you can kind of see what's working and what's not. But once you have a funnel that's converting and working, now you can scale up. So if you're just spending a few dollars a day on a Facebook ad for it, and you go, well, wait a minute. Between my content and running Facebook ads or running these ads, I'm getting 2 to 3 people consults a week. Let me double my ad cost and let me see if I can get 4 to 6 people, 7 people, 10 people a week that I'm doing these consult calls with. So anyway, guys, I hope that kind of sparked your mind. These are things that we do for clients. The right clients will put, that don't know how to do any of this stuff. We'll do that for them. But for those of you who are out there who are building your own funnels and trying to build your own funnels, I hope this gave you some value. If you feel like it gave you some value, I'd love to please share in comments, and appreciate each and every one of you guys. And have a fantastic day. And let's go build some sales funnels. See ya.